Okay guys, it's your boy NaughtyNev. Welcome back to another video. So today I want to discuss with you how Cyber Dragons can go up against Lunalight. As we already know, Lunalight has gotten a new boss monster which is actually really impressive. Lunalight, Liger Dancer, I believe. I could be wrong. But it is difficult and scary to go up against Lunalight when they're able to bring out their boss monster, especially when they bring out two copies of it, as it is possible in the Lunalight combo. But have no fear, Cyber Dragons is very well equipped to deal with Lunalight thanks to two cards, but one card that enables it, and that is Cybernetic Horizon. Basically, as you guys should already know, you get to send up to you send two dragon and or machine cyber monsters with different attributes to the graveyard, one from your hand, one from the deck. But the most important part is when it allows you to send one machine cyber fusion monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. And the monster that you will most likely be sending is Cyber Eternity Dragon, because its graveyard effect is that you can banish this card from your graveyard. This turn, your opponent cannot target fusion monsters you control with card effects. Also, they cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. And as you already know, Lunalight Liger Dancer does have that effect where it gets to send a Lunalight monster from the extra deck to the grave and destroy all of our special summoned monsters. So with Cyber Eternity Dragon, it's able to protect our Chimeric Rampage Dragon from being destroyed, and that's really good for us. If we can successfully use Power Bond and bring out Chimeric Rampage Dragon, then there's no way that Lunalight can get rid of Rampage Dragon. Our boy will be at 4,200 attack, and that's basically game if you're able to go for game, or you can just clear their board. So this is the deck list I want to show you guys, and I will be showing a replay as well. So let's quickly go over this deck list. We have one Effect Veiler, two Duel and Lockbird, one Hertz, one Nashter, two Maxi, three Cyber Dragon Core, 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Cyberdark Claw, 1 Chimera, 1 Molchami Fualos, 1 Cyber Dragon, 1 Cyber Yomagata, 1 Cyberdark Worm, 1 Darion King Regulus, 1 Nibiru, 1 Poly, 1 Power Bond, 3 Cyber Emergency, 1 Triple Tactics Talent, 2 Cybernetic Horizon, 2 Thrust, 3 Cyberdark Realm, 1 Clockwork Knight, 1 Call by the Grave, 1 Cyberlord Fusion, 1 Crossout Designator, 3 Imperm, 1 Cybernetic Overflow, and in the extra deck 2 Chimeric Rampage Dragon, 1 Heroes Varg, 1 Fortress, 1 Mega Fleet, 1 Eternity Dragon, 2 Nova, 1 Chronomaly Ramana, 1 Infinity, 1 Zeus, 2 Clockwork Knight, 1 Cyber Dragon Seeger, and 1 SP Little Knight. Now, when you go up against Lunalight, you can play Jizukiru, the Star Destroying Kaiju, if I'm remember its name correctly. You can play that. Please remember to play Cyber Repair Plant so you're able to search for it. And as you can see, I'm playing a going first list. You can play going second, more than welcome to. I'm just trying a going first list. And yeah, without further ado, let's hop right into the replay. Okay guys, so we did lose the coin toss and our opponent is going first. As you can see, we have Hertz, Maxi, Cyberdark Claw, 1 Cyberdark Worm, and Cyberdark Realm. Okay, Spawn's gonna go first. We only have Maxi as an interruption. They normal summon Gold Leo, use Gold Leo's effect, add Martin, I believe it's called Martin, yeah, and discard it. They go Martin effect, Channeling 2, and Gold Leo Channeling 1. I think they should have done it in reverse just to protect from Ash Blossom. They do add the Lunalight Fusion to their hand, and then Martin will go back to the hand. I'm only waiting for an effect that allows our opponent to special summon to drop the Maxi. They'll go Tinky to add the Lunalight Black Sheep and then use its effect to add Poly. And then they activate Poly, and here I do drop the Maxi, of course. And luckily for us, my opponent does not have any Ash Blossom. So we're going to get a couple of draws here. Now, obviously, let me just pause quickly. The downside is, if we do draw into hand traps, we'll try and see how we can stop them from bringing out their boss monster. But until then, we do want to get a couple of draws, because I do want to try get either Cyberdark Claw, which I already have, or we can get Cybernetic Horizon in our hand. That's the goal. I'm trying to get that, especially Crossout Designator, because hopefully our opponent is not playing Duel and Lockbird. That will hurt us a lot. So, opponent's going to Fusion Summon into Perfume Dancer. Chainlink 1, Perfume Dancer. Chainlink 2, Silverhound. Silverhound will special summon from the deck, and Perfume Dancer will add the spell card Lunalight Perfume. Yes, Lunalight Perfume. Kaleido Cheek's effect, they will send the Lunalight Leo Dancer. They'll go Perfume to reborn the sheep, and then go Lunalight Fusion, and now they can bring out the big girl himself. I assume it's a girl, guys. I assume. Lunalight, oh, Liger Dancer, yes, Liger Dancer, cool. So now they have the one copy, and they have a couple of effects. They'll add the polymerization back to the hand. Black Sheep, I believe, will add a Lunalight monster to the hand. Yeah, Lunalight monster, yeah, Kaleido Cheek back to the hand. Now, let me quickly pause here. We do have Duel and Lockbird, and I could definitely drop the Duel next time my opponent draws a card, but at the same time, I do want to increase the draws we get. I'm just trying to be greedy and see what more draws I can get, cards that can help us. Okay, opponent will activate Allure of Darkness, draw 2, banish the Kaleido Cheek, and then they go talents, but they don't look at our hand. Instead, they do draw 2 cards. So I had 2 chances of dropping the draw, but I didn't, being a bit greedy here. They'll go Perfume to add the Lunalight Wolf, and this allows them to put in the scale and fusion summon into the second copy of Liger Dancer. Pretty good for Lunalight. There's a pretty good board Lunalight would like to end on. And now here they do end their turn by setting a card. 3 unknowns, if I'm not mistaken, and 1 set unknown. We do have Droll, Hertz, Core, Claw, Worm, Cyberdock Realm, and we did draw into the one of Power Bond, but we can still try and win this, guys. Alright, let's start our turn. So we draw into Crossout, which is really good. Now, I'll let this play, but I will highlight a mistake I made myself because I wasn't paying attention. Or not paying attention, I just completely forgot. I do go Cyberdock Claw, and the set card was Call by the Grave. Now, Cyberdock Claw was going to search for Cybernetic Horizon. We do have Cyber Dragon Core. So here I was thinking, okay, Claw gets negated, but I do have Core to search for Cybernetic Horizon because we already have Realm in our hand. So I decide to let it go through. Perfectly fine with us. I also just want to mention that the Crossout Designator in our hand is mainly as a crossout target for draw. That's our main priority, so that's why I'm keeping it in my hand. Normal Summon Core effect. Now opponent drops Ash Blossom, and it's not really a problem for us because we have Cyberdock Realm, but my main priority was getting Cybernetic Horizon. And I do have Crossout Designator in my hand, and so I do take the opportunity to use Crossout Designator, and this is where I actually wasn't paying attention because I forgot the Silverhound does have the graveyard effect. I completely forgot it was still in grave. Basically, it gets to negate the activation of our Crossout Designator. Sorry. If I could have gone back, what I would have done is maybe activate Cyberdock Realm and then see if my opponent would use Silverhound to negate it. And luckily, Cyberdock Realm does say you can only activate. So if they negate the first activation, we can just follow up with the second Cyberdock Realm. And if that works, then Crossout Designator does not get negated by Silverhound. But Crossout Designator will be negated over here. Okay, so Core will not search Cybernetic Horizon. And now here, we got to play this very well to try and win this game or break our opponent's board. So we activate Cyberdock Realm. We're going to get Cyberdock Chimera, and thankfully, no Duel and Lockbird, so that's good for us. I normal summon Chimera, and since we already have Power Bond, I use Chimera to link summon into Clockwork Knight. I should have went Chainlink 1 Clockwork Knight, Chainlink 2 Chimera. I messed up the Chainlinks. And now, as you can see here, opponent is using Lunalight Liger Dancer. I think, based off this, my opponent is actually very much aware how Cyber Dragon plays, because they can definitely destroy Clockwork Knight before we bring back Cyberdock Chimera. My opponent is not aware, of course, that we have Power Bond in our hand already. So based on this, I already knew in that moment, okay, this opponent knows what Cyber Dragon does and what the combos are and what are the choke points. And I'm really glad that we managed to get the one Liger Dancer to use its effect, because there's no problem for us. We already have Power Bond in our hand. Okay, so resolving, we get Clockwork Knight to our hand, and we're going to send Claw. Cyberdock Worm effect, we're going to send Nashter because we have Hertz in our hand, and we would like Nashter to come back to our hand because number one, we can use it as a bait, because obviously my opponent does not want us to get Chimera on field to use its effect. So we can get Nashta to reborn a Chimera if we want, or if we summon Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon, since we don't have Eternity Dragon in grave, if my opponent uses the second Liger Dancer to destroy Rampage, maybe Nashta can be used just to reborn the Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. Maybe we can make some rank 5 plays, find a way to go into Cyber Dragon Seeger, and Seeger can boost Rampage Dragon to 4,200 instead of relying on Power Bond. So that was the idea. That's why I sent Nashta and not sending Hertz from hand. Okay, so Worm, special summon itself, add well. Then we do play 2 Clockwork Knights, guys. So I use the core. We're going to link summon into our second copy. My opponent does not do anything here, so I use the effect of Clockwork Knight, reborn the Nashta. Nashta is going to reborn our Chimera. And now here, yeah, opponent does use Liger. We successfully baited out the second destruction effect of Liger Dancer, which is perfectly fine for us. I activate Clockwork Knight, and we just go Power Bond. Power Bond into Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. And now here, guys, I do use Rampage Dragon's effect. I did target the Lunalight Wolf, and I was thinking about Clockwork Knight, whether I wanted to keep it on field for the attack boost. Now, as you can see here, if we do attack with Clockwork Knight, it will be 900 damage. So that's 1,800 in total. And then plus 4/7 would be 5/9. It's not game. We'll just do over 6,000 damage, but it's not game. So instead, I destroy the Clockwork Knight. Oh, and obviously I do chain Hertz. I destroy the Clockwork Knight because I think it's best, since we aren't able to go for game, we can definitely search for our boy Therion King Regulus as a form of negate to go with our Droll and Lockbird. So we'll bring out our Therion King Regulus, and then we can just simply enter the battle phase. And now our Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon can attack 3 times. So we're going to clear the board. Pretty good, pretty good. This is definitely what we want. Deal as much damage as we can. Unfortunately, our opponent is left with 200 life points. And here I just pass for turn. Now, unfortunately, just to save you time, my opponent does use the effect of Perfume Dancer, reduced attack, but eventually he scoops, guys. So yeah, that is a great example of how Cyber Dragons can play through Lunalight, especially when they bring out the big boss monsters. I understand that Maxi did help us to get draws, but as you can see, it didn't draw us into board breakers, into imperms. It drew us into engine, and the only non-engine we had was Droll and Lockbird and Crossout Designated. That's literally all we had, guys. But this is a good video to show you guys that, hey, Cyber Dragon is well equipped to deal with Lunalight, and I hope this video helped you guys. Let me know down in the comments below. Drop a like. Don't forget to hit the subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Naughty Nev signing out. Peace.